not said in that country.
Ethnic cleansing. What does that remind you of? And what is our responsibility? And who stood there while the Jews were being taken away?
To deal with such questions, the international community offered up the Vance-Owen plan, devised by two ex-foreign ministers.
70% they have a sort of horseshoe.
Lord Owen went on American television to explain it.
If we're going to get peace by negotiation, then we've got to get these three peoples together, they've got to learn how to share power, and they've got to share the country, and we've got to stitch it together again. But we were not only keeping, or if I would say stitching the country back together again, but we were also going to reverse ethnic cleansing. Hard aggression.
Bosnia would remain one country, with 10 provinces, each with control over education, transport, and their own police force. This allowed the Serbs local control of much of the territory they now held. But the provinces were so arranged that it would be impossible for the Serbs to form a separate state.
It was a bit too idealistic. It was actually attempting to roll back a victorious army, the Serbs, by some 27%.
Lord Owen flew to meet President Milosevic, the man behind the Bosnian Serbs. The UN had given Owen a new weapon, the threat of crippling sanctions on Serbia and their ally Montenegro if they did not back his plan.
What is at issue is whether the Serbian people in Bosnia-Herzegovina, in Serbia and in Montenegro take on the world.
Well, that Sunday morning was the first time, really, I'd ever had both a stick and a carrot. The stick was the UN Security Council resolution, which was toughening up sanctions.
S druge strane je bila šargarepa ponuda da se prihvati Vance-Owenov plan, plan koji je u osnovi, po našim procjenama, omogućavao da se politički ciljevi realizuju političkim sredstvima, a ne više ratovi.
Nema drugog rješenja nego rješenja koje će podjednako zaštititi interese sva tri naroda. Kada je Vance-Owenov plan predložen, on je imao manje više uravnotežen prilaz.
What they wanted to know was, in the interim presidency, could the Muslims exert their majority over Croats and Serbs?
Dobili smo pojašnjenja i predsjednik Milošević je rekao, ok, u redu, nas ste ubijedili.
They, in fact, we had a veto. Pretty difficult form of government, incidentally, I have to say, but that was the structure that was on offer. I remember Milosevic sort of stretching back and saying, I feel confident or content with this decision. He knew perfectly well it was going to cause problems, but for the first time that day, he had really backed a peace plan in its totality.
Owen now summoned all the parties to a hastily arranged conference. The Bosnian president, Alija Izetbegović, had already agreed to the plan. So had President Tudjman of Croatia and the Bosnian Croats. Only the Bosnian Serbs remained.
Ja sam objašnjavao Miloševiću da će nakon našeg potpisa doći velike snage Ujedinjenih nacija tu i da ćemo mi biti isječeni, da nećemo moći da živimo.
But Owen was confident that President Milosevic, as their financial and military overlord, could make the Bosnian Serbs sign.
Ελπίζω και προσεύχομαι το μήνυμα από την Αθήνα προς τους βασανισμένους λαούς της Βοσνίας Ερζεγοβίνης να είναι μήνυμα χαρμόσυνο.
As soon as the formalities were over, Milosevic bundled the Bosnian Serbs up to their suite. He assured them that in backing the plan, he was not betraying them.
Njegov glavni argument je da to neće funkcionisati. Da će da plan propadne tokom implementacije.
Mislim da oni nisu razumeli prednosti Vance-Owenovog plana jer su suviše bili opsednuti teritorijalnim pitanjima.
On je rekao, zar je moguće, Radovane, da ti ovo ne vidiš? Zar je moguće da ne shvataš da ovo nije suprotno sa onim o čemu ti pričaš? Je li moguće da smo toliko glupi pa da ne vidimo jasno neke stvari?
To je za nas bilo veoma riskantno, to je veliki rizik, ja nisam mogao to da prihvatim, jer sam znao da je, recimo, međunarodnoj zajednici dovoljno 10.000 vojnika, 5.000 u Zvornik i 5.000 u Posavino koridor i Srbi su gotovi.
Nismo ih ubedili ni do 11. Produžujemo u 12. Nismo ih ubedili ni do 12. Molimo se 1 sat, do 1 sat sednicu.
Svako nas je živ nagovarao da prihvatimo. Čak su i konobari koji su nam donosili kafu pitali da li ćete vi ovo prihvatiti.
Onda smo tom stolu prišli Milošević i ja i rekli smo im svo vrijeme je isteklo.
Karadžić u jednom nemom grču očaju uzima svoje pero i potpisuje.
This is a happy day, a day in the Balkans, a day in Athens, sunshine, and let's hope that this does mark the moment of an irreversible peace process for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Prevarili ste se. Stavljanjem potpisa na Vens-Ovenov plan, Srbi nisu izvršili samoubistvo. Srbi su ovim potpisom samo pokazali svijetu da će ostati i opstati na svojoj teritoriji, na teritoriji Republike Srpske, a parlament će reći svoju riječ.
The Bosnian Serb Assembly was Karadic's escape clause. His signature in Athens had been conditional on their ratification of the plan. The members gathered at their self-proclaimed capital, a former Olympic ski resort. The Greek Prime Minister Konstantin Mitsotakis accompanied Milosevic to help persuade them.
We had special parade, we had soldiers, and it was a kind of very impressive show. It was for us important that Mr. Mitsotakis comes. That was a sign of recognition that we exist as a state.
Karadzic explained his acceptance of the plan.
Plan koji je vama dobro poznat u osnovi je katastrofalan. Ja sam rekao u Skupštini, ovaj plan je katastrofalan, ali zbog mog parafa ja sam dužan da vam predložim da ga usvojite. Posljedice jednog teškog, tegobnog mira su možda mnogo manje od posljedica jednog nastavka rata.
One by one, the visiting leaders drove home the reasons for accepting the plan.
I cijel taj projekat, to je, braćo i sestre, jedan istorijski provizorijum. Ne postoji alinja država.
A da se suprotnoj odluci raduju naši neprijatelji na čelu sa Turskom, koja je to već izvanično saopštila.
Μην αυτοκτονήσετε σήμερα, οι λαοί δεν αυτοκτονούν.
Nemojte danas izvršiti samoubistvo.
The Bosnian Serbs' very own Napoleon, General Mladic, branded as a war criminal by the world's media, had been stopped by a rock fall on his way to the assembly.
CNN, gleda, to mi je prva pomoć od CNN-a. Dobar. Pa moramo malo da dočaramo sadašnje vrijeme prisutnima. Ne vide to svi kao mi vojnici iz blizine.
I karte koje je on podnosio, gledali smo se predsjednik Milošević i ja, nismo znali o čemu taj čovjek priča.
I ovo je rezultat našega rukovodstva, našega naroda i naše vojske.
Toliko je bilo jasno kada je on iznio 2 mape i preko ove mape faktičkog stanja bila jedna folija na kojoj su bile ucrtane provincije, pa su poslanici vrlo jasno mogli da vide vizuelno i ne razmišljajući šta Vens-Ovenov plan teritorijalno daje Srbima.
predsjednik Milošević me pitao zašto ti ponovo ne govoriš, kažem ja, pitao sam, a šta da im kažem? Pa kaže da ih ubediš da prihvate. Ja sam rekao, prvo moram ja da budem ubeđen da prihvate.
Snubbed by the leader he himself had put in power, Milosevic rose to speak.
It almost seemed that he would change the opinion of everybody.
Smatram da odluka za mir nema alternativu. Smatram da je odluka za mir i osnaženje potpisa koji je stavio Radovan Karadžić u Atini, odluka u interesu srpskog naroda u Bosni i u interesu celog srpskog naroda.
He said that one can sacrifice for one's nation everything except the nation itself. And if you don't accept the Vance-Owen plan, you are going to sacrifice your people.
Imao sam utisak da tada nije objavljena pauza, da bi poslanici počeli da snaže argumente i da donesu pozitivnu odluku. Ali gospodin Krajišnik je označio pauzu.
In open defiance of Milosevic, the Bosnian Serb Assembly went into closed session.
Milošević i ja smo pokušali da uđemo na poslanički klub, ali nisu nas pustili. Tek tada smo saznali da je odluka definitivno negativna.
He didn't say almost anything. He said, we are leaving. And that's it. Please, the car. And that's it.
The Vance-Owen plan was dead, and with it the last hope for a united, multi-ethnic Bosnia. The Serbs could now continue to build their independent state. In the south, the Bosnian Croats, who had been in alliance with the Muslims, also began to carve out their own state.
Imali smo vrlo jedan težak front ovdje sa četnicima u Bosni i Hercegovini, dugačak barem 1000 kilometara.